Hello everybody, my name is King Kawato. Hope you're having an amazing day. Now today we're here, the Game Awards voting. I have not done it yet. We have less than, I think, 3 hours to do it. What's up, Corbin? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I am so excited, y'all. Now, when I tell y'all that the Game Awards, right? I think this is going to be one of the more important Game Awards in the big span of things, right? I loved so many games that came out this year. I played a lot of them on the channel here, and so many of them were just great, beautiful masterpieces, but there can only be one Game of the Year. In this stream, I plan on voting not only for the Game Awards, but of course breaking down each individual process. I do have multiple winners for multiple categories, I would assume. I'm not going to be basing it off of, obviously God of War was a great game, but I'm not going to just do God of War for the winner. I do want to do in-depth reasons as to why I'm picking every exact moment for every single game. So I am super excited, y'all. Do you remember me? I used to watch your streams. I do remember, Corbin. Welcome back. How have you been? It's been quite a while. I'm so excited, y'all. I love this. I'm super hyped. Like I said, tomorrow at 12 a.m. Eastern time is when the live stream for the Game Awards starts. So I'll probably go live just a little earlier before that because I do want to watch it live with you guys, experience everything that the Game Awards have to offer. Now, let me get everything set up real quick. Let's make sure everything's cool. Okay. And we should be good, just like this. There we go. Now, y'all, the main thing to keep in mind, like I said, God of War Ragnarok was amazing, and I think majority of these votes are gonna be between Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok. I am so excited, y'all. Without further ado, let's get started. So I think with the Game Awards, right, and more importantly, Game of the Year. For those who don't know, we're gonna do player's voice first. This is the first and only part of this section of the voting, where it's 100% fan voted. I always get that backwards. Fan voted awards across 3 different rounds. It's essentially like a bracket system where a bunch of games are listed, and over the next 3 rounds, they are shrunk down until eventually 5 contenders remain. And the way that this works, right, is they will have a different section tomorrow when the voting is up. Other than Game Awards and Game of the Year, they'll have the Player's Voice Award, which will be 100% driven by voters like myself, like you, if you sign up. You can still do this. This is up, like I said, for the next 4 hours for voting. It has come to the 3rd and final round. Elden Ring, Genshin Impact, God of War Ragnarok, Sonic Frontiers, and Stray. Now, yo, I want to break my choice down because, like I said, this is going to be a pretty important vote. Yo, I think when it comes down to it, the 2 main contenders are God of War Ragnarok and Elden Ring, right? One of these things is not like the other, bro. I don't know why Genshin's up here. Genshin's, I've played Genshin before. It's cool. I fell out of it very quickly. It wasn't, it's cool, right? It's just not my type of game per se. Sonic Frontiers, I didn't personally play it. I've heard that, that supposedly it's good when it comes to Sonic fans, but when it comes to other people, it's not particularly the best. Which is pretty sad to say, right? Because I do like Sonic a lot. Sonic is really cool. It's just a matter of what they could have done better and what they did do, right? So I don't think it's gonna be my choice for it. But it's still cool. Stray was really cool. They add Fresh back to Fortnite today for 20 or 30 minutes. Fresh, what is that? Let me know. Emote. Because if so, that's cool. Stray was cool. Stray was a cool game. For Game of the Year though, it was a cute game, right? It was a cute little game. They really were email. They also added Rambunctious. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. For the player's voice, right, for Elden Ring. Now, Elden Ring is cool. For those who don't know, I did do God of War Ragnarok and Elden Ring both on the channel. I did Elden Ring in live stream format across, I think it was maybe like 7, 8, 9 different live streams. And then God of War Ragnarok was a 12-part series, and then the finale was split into 2 parts. Both games were amazing. I platinumed both games here on the channel. Elden Ring, like I said, I played 3 different playthroughs on the channel, live stream beginning to end. I fought every single boss. I did everything there was to do in that game, and I can honestly say it was one of the best games I've ever played. I would compare it to something like Skyrim, to where it's like it's a classic modern masterpiece, right? You're gonna remember it forever. It was great. The story was the lore was cool. The story driven aspects of the game were not the strongest. In that, I mean, it wasn't narrated to you from a face value. You don't go into the game, play it, and understand what the game is really about unless you either A, literally touch every single pixel of the entire game, both hidden and out of your way parts of the map, right? You're not gonna know what the game's about if you just play the game. You have to dive deep into it, or watch 4-hour videos talking about the lore and the 200 years that the author created for the game. It's a cool game, right? But I feel like a lot of it lacked in the storytelling part of it. There was some cinematics. There was the opening cutscene with your character, and it explains how the fragments of the Elden Ring scattered across the lands. Everyone's driven to power. People want to get it to abuse the power. The lands are in ruins, and you must become the new Elden Lord. God of War Ragnarok was a beautiful movie masterpiece that you step into and play. Everything about it from beginning to end. Understanding that God of War was a game that was completely different from God of War 1 all the way up until Ascension in 2013. In 2018, when the game series came back, it took a completely different turn. It dove deep into Kratos' attempt to escape the past, and him getting a new family, losing his wife, raising his child that he doesn't have much of a good connection with, and growing together in the attempts to scatter his wife's ashes on the highest peak in all of the realms. God of War Ragnarok continues that story with a beautiful continuation that I have never seen a game do. It was so good from beginning to end. It was literally a movie. Everything about it was so cool. The cutscenes were great. The lore was amazing. The 9 realms were beautiful and great to explore. The composer, Bear McCreary, he did great on all of the music. It was so good. A lot of it, right? The story, the characters, it was so emotional. It touched me in a way that no video game has ever touched me, bro. I'm telling y'all, like, my emotions were so far connected to God of War Ragnarok. I love Elden Ring. Elden Ring is so cool. I love the customization of it. I love the story. I love the battles. The boss designs were really cool. Exploring the world was kind of a hassle, having to run all the way across the different lands. But, you know, God of War had its running moments too. They're both really cool. I love both games in different ways. For Game of the Year, when it comes to a cinematic masterpiece, a game driven by direction, by music composure, by art design, by level design, characters so deep and complex that you sit there and you come so close to feeling like you're in it, bro. I have to give my personal Game of the Year award to to God of War Ragnarok, y'all. Submit my vote. We are 100% submitted. Now, like I said, winner is going to be announced tomorrow, 12/8, which is tomorrow. 12 a.m. Eastern Time or 9 p.m. What does that mean? I'm trying to remember. So Eastern is on the East Coast. Pacific is on the West. So for me, it's going to be... Dang, it's going to be late. It's going to be like late at night. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Now we're going to go into the individual segments of voting, right? And y'all can stare at my beautiful face. Just... couple of seconds, bro. I'm so excited, right? I didn't know it was gonna be so late at night, but those are the times posted, so make sure you guys tune in, because I thought I was gonna have to wake up early, but I misread it. We're gonna have to wait late at night. All right, coming back into the voting process, this should be good, and here we are. Like I said, y'all, games were amazing, and this section is just a little different. This is for actual game of the year, and the rest of the votes aren't gonna be 100% fan voted. The rest are gonna be coming from half votes, half jury, where they have an actual, I think it's 100 people across the globe, including content creators, big game companies, critics, all the different publishers, right? They all come together, and everyone from every part of the world votes for game of the year. These are a little different. Xenoblade Chronicles was I heard it was cool. I didn't play it. I didn't watch any gameplay of it. Stray was cool. I did watch gameplays of that. It was a cute game, right? I thought it was very touching, pretty unique. You don't have games like that, right? A Plague Tale Requiem, I don't know anything about it, and I heard it was really good. I see it on the PlayStation Store all the time. I just personally never played it. Horizon Forbidden West, a great game. I think it was completely overshadowed by Elden Ring's release, which is really sad to say. I can't remember if it was the day of or maybe like a week later after Forbidden West came out, Elden Ring came out. And Elden Ring has been highly anticipated for the past maybe like 3-4 years. So, everyone gravitated towards that. And, props to Elden Ring. Elden Ring was cool. But Forbidden West is such an underrated game. And I can confidently say that the Horizon series, both Forbidden West and Zero Dawn, some of the most underrated games ever. Obviously, everyone knows about the Horizon games. Everyone talks about Zero Dawn. People know about it, but when it comes to like great games that people talk about, no one ever mentions the Horizon series. And it was great. I love Aloy's character. Ashley Birch did a great job at the voice acting of Aloy. But it was overshadowed by Elden Ring. Like I said, Elden Ring was cool in its own aspects. A lot of the lore, the story was really cool. Brought me back to like Lord of the Rings, which was a great feel to it. But nothing comes close, in my opinion, than God of War Ragnarok. It was so incredibly great. Moving on, we have our next game direction, right? Now, game direction is outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. When it comes to innovation, right? What innovated the video game scene? Forbidden West was really cool. I don't know what Immortality is. I actually never heard of that. Stray was cool. I don't know if it innovated anything, but it was a cool little story, right? Elden Ring did not innovate much when it comes to creative vision, innovation in game direction and design. It was cool. It had a unique feel to it. I'm not gonna say it's completely different, like we've never heard before, because it's a From Software game. Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Sekiro, they're all From Software games, and they're all pretty similar. It didn't go out to, change much when it comes to, game direction. The gameplay was cool, but it doesn't tell you where to go. It doesn't direct you in a direction. It doesn't really give you the story. It doesn't direct a story, right? It doesn't direct like a movie. What directs like a movie is God of War Ragnarok. It is so incredibly done, and it is not even close, bro. I have seen it better directed than most movies that I've watched. It is so great, and I love it in every aspect of the direction. Now, for best narrative, outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game, God of War Ragnarok, exact same reason. It was so incredibly told. The story of Elden Ring is cool, but it doesn't tell you it at all. It doesn't narrate it. It doesn't give you it in face value. No cutscenes for it. Very few cutscenes, cinematics, right? It's cool, but it's not told in the way that God of War Ragnarok is. Like I said, way better than most movies that I've seen. Very big props to the entire game direction aspects of God of War, right? It was great. It really was. Gonna restart this. There we go. Now, continuing on to our next one for art direction. And as much as I like all of these games, right? Forbidden West was cool. The art direction for beautiful artistic design and animation was great. The landscapes were amazing. Different biomes were great to see. Seeing like very well-known landmarks, like in California, San Francisco, we saw the Golden Gate Bridge. We saw in Las Vegas, we saw like different landmarks. A lot of it was really cool, and to see it, very well-known things just like buried and post-apocalyptic was really cool to see. God of War Ragnarok had great, very contrasting realms. All the different 9 realms stood out in their own regards. From like Scandinavian, you can tell there was like modern aspects to certain parts. Other parts were completely different and unique. Things like Niflheim was so cool to see. Elden Ring was cool. It all felt like one big map, and it was. So that is cool to see. Stray was cool. It felt like a very advanced civilization. God of War Ragnarok, like I said, was really cool. I'm gonna have to give art direction, outstanding creative and technical achievement in artistic design and animation. I have to give that to Scorn. It's probably gonna surprise a lot of y'all. The main like influence to Scorn's entire design was H.R. Geiger. For those who don't know, he's the dude who made he does a lot of really good art, rest in peace. But one of the biggest things that he had a hand in was the creation of the alien, the xenomorph from the Alien movies. He created the xenomorph, the actual alien itself. And it's a lot of like body modification and mixed in with like technology and like almost like a steampunk. I think it's called like Biocore or something like that. It is so cool. I have to give that to Scorn. It's like nothing you've ever seen. It's so unique. It's so creative. It's beautiful in its own way, and I really do like this complexity of design that they did for the entire world. I get that the game itself was lackluster in a lot of sense. It was kind of just like a walking simulator with not really a story to it. But we're talking about art direction. The art in that game was so crazy and complex and weird and cool. I have to give it to that. Score and music. I have heard a little bit of the Plague Tale composing stuff. I've heard a little bit of Xenoblade. I have not heard anything from Metal Hellsinger. Elden Ring was cool, but besides the main theme, I gotta admit it was kind of forgettable. God of War Ragnarok and Bear McCreary stood out in so many ways. Bear McCreary, for those who don't know, he made the main theme for Walking Dead. He also made a lot of like Lord of the Rings stuff. He also did have a big hand in creating the entire soundtrack. He was a composer for King of Monsters, Godzilla, which I consider one of the very few movies that has like a perfect 10 out of 10 in my eyes. A perfect movie. It was great. And a lot of it had to do with the music and the soundtrack. He did such a good job. He did for God of War 2018, and he did it for God of War Ragnarok. Every single song was a banger. Hearing every single song rise to its peak during so many different parts of the story was so essential to what made this game great. I think a lot of it really had to do with just like the monumentous rise of power and strength that every single composition had within it. We had Atreus's theme, and when you come down to it, God of War Kratos' theme is the dun dun dun. Atreus's is the dun 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 dun. It was so cool because they're completely reverted. One's falling, one's rising. It's so cool. Hearing the music swell in as the 9 realms all come together, the gates all light up, Kratos blows the Gjallarhorn call. Everything about that scene in particular was so well done, and I would say about 50% of it in total was because of the score and soundtrack, y'all. I'm telling you, Bear McCreary does it like no other. He is a modern day legend. Best audio design, we're going to best in-game audio and sound design. Elden Ring was very repetitive. A lot of the sword slashing and the mallet bashing, like the big weapons, they're all the same exact theme. The stagger sounds was so replayed. You hear it nonstop. I can hear it to this day. Gran Turismo, I'd never played it, but I would imagine like the cars were really cool. Horizon Forbidden West was really cool. I love the sound design. A lot of the machinations, the different animals, quote unquote, that it had in the game were so cool, and I really did like it a lot. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 had great sound design. Every single gun hit. A lot of the levels were expertly done, and a lot of it goes to the audio. Ragnarok had some great audio as well. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the different weapons were so cool to hear. Every single weapon was so unique. For the Leviathan axe, it's a big, heavy woo, woo, like it had weight to it. The chains, the Blades of Chaos, you can hear the chains rattling whenever you fighting with it, a lot of fire sparking, a lot of really cool sound effects. The spear was like by far the best weapon when it came to audio, in my opinion at least, right? Just because you can hear the throwing of the spear, like the impact of it, the explosion of it when you slam it down was really cool. I think I'm gonna have to give this to Modern Warfare 2. The level in particular, when you're playing as Gaz and you're hanging from the helicopter and the cars are flying past you and you hear all of the different helicopters and all the cars and the weapons, it is so cool to hear in first person. It immerses you so far, and the audio design, I am going to have to give it to Modern Warfare 2. Tim Sev, when is the Game Awards in EU time? I don't know what the... Oh my... Hold on. No, we're going to dive into this in a second. I don't know what the EU time zone is, but for Pacific time, it's 9. And for Eastern time, it's 12 in the morning tomorrow. So, keep in mind, it's 9 p.m. tomorrow, the 8th, and then it's 12 a.m. Tomorrow. So, I don't know what that is for European time zones, but you can just look up, like, time conversions and it'll tell you. Best performance: Ashley Burch as Aloy in Horizon Forbidden West. I get a lot of people say that she's not super colorful with her performance. She's not like, she feels kind of one-dimensional, and I love Ashley Burch. She is a top 10 voice actor in my opinion. For those who don't know, she also did Tiny Tina in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, as well as all of the Borderland games, or actually all of them except one. I mean, y'all, awarded for individual, for voice over acting, motion, and or performance capture. I did see a little bit, just a very little bit, about Charlotte McBurney and her role. I think she was the main character in Plague Tale Requiem. Immortality, I don't know anything about this game. Christopher Judge and Sonny Soljic, and both of their duality, their duo, is a beautiful relationship that I have never seen ever from anything. Sonny Soljic, seeing him rise from the young kid Atreus to Atreus nowadays is so cool. He put his soul into being that character, bro. But the way that Christopher Judge is able to capture emotion when he plays Kratos in God of War, he captures such a beautiful, subtle development into his character, and it's so great seeing him have the emotions that he did in Ragnarok, the way that he had the small smirks when he's talking to Atreus, the emotional ending where he's getting into his feels, right? If you guys have not seen the background into both Horizon Forbidden West and Ragnarok, I highly recommend looking at the behind the scenes things like Raising Kratos is what it's called for God of War 2018, where Cory Barlog takes his whole direction beginning to end as the director of God of War 2018, diving deep into a lot of aspects. And they have this whole part specifically dedicated to Sonny Soljic, and then they dive into Kratos, Christopher Judge. Christopher Judge is one of the top 5, I would say, voice actors of all time, y'all. He is such a great one. He's so humble. The way that he's able to capture his real life emotions as being a father, someone who was kind of robbed of time away from his kids due to work, him capturing that as Kratos, and his rocky relationship with Atreus, he captured that perfectly. And he's such a strong voice, y'all. Like no other. He is a modern day legend. Games for Impact, a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. I don't know any of these games. As Dusk Falls, A Memoir Blue, Citizen Sleeper, Endling, Extinction is Forever. Actually, I might know this game. I might know this one. Hindsight, and I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Huh, bro. This game looks kind of cool. This game looks like it hits different. Actually, wait, is it with this? Oh wait, no. I think I know this game. I think I know both of these games. I'm gonna get the Dust Falls. I don't know much about it, but it's you know, it's cool. Best ongoing game. Jesus Christ, y'all. We have so many different choices, and a lot of these are things that have been running for like 4 more years. I gotta give this. Dang, y'all. Genshin Impact. It's, you know, they've been bribed by their people. Hoyoverse has been giving out primo gems, in-game currency. No, I don't accept it. Fortnite is pretty interesting for, you know, ongoing game. It's always been really good in terms of, like, you know, content creation. Development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. I am so surprised that Destiny is still holding on. I've heard Final Fantasy 14 is pretty cool. I haven't heard much about it in the big aspect of things though. Destiny 2 is still going strong, surprisingly, but I think a lot of it was, you know, people. I've seen so many people talk about how it's a game that you paid $60 for. I paid $60 for it on release. They made it a free-to-play game. The DLC, you still have to pay like $70 to pre-order it for DLC, y'all. And then some things are locked. They take away like things that people work hard for over the years. They make it completely inaccessible. I think that's kind of whack. Apex Legends is really cool, but I think a lot of it kind of fell off in popularity. When it comes in terms of popularity and ongoing gameplay, I gotta give that to Fortnite, y'all. Fortnite has been doing its thing at the top of Battle Royale. Fortnite Chapter 4 is the best. It has definitely been going strong. Best indie game. Oh my god, this is going to be such a hard choice. Outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Neon White, I've not heard of that. I've heard the rest though. Cult of the Lamb was really popular. That's Devolver Digital. Big shout out to Devolver Digital, bro. Annapurna made both Stray and Neon White, really. Now, Tunic, was a great, cute little game, y'all. This was amazing. Slow Clap. For those who don't know, they also did make Absolver, which is a really cool underground fighting game that not a lot of people knew about. And to see them make like this game, I would say it's definitely between these two. Third, definitely be Cult of the Lamb. Fourth, Tunic. Fifth, Neon White. Sifu and Stray, bro. I mean, Stray was like really cool. It did a lot of things in its own way, and I mean, being told through the eyes of a cat, the story was really cool. I gotta give it to Sifu. The game was really cool, very hard. It impacted the community very hard. I'd say that and Stray did both equally. Cult of the Lamb was a really cool little game. I haven't played it myself. I've seen a lot of gameplay of it though. I need to play that, bro. It's really cool. Gotta give that to Sifu. Best mobile game. Diablo Immortal. I'd be surprised if this did not win, bro. Marvel Snap. I've heard a lot of really cool stuff for it. It looks really cool. I've never played it. Tower of Fantasy. Never even heard of that. Genshin Impact is probably gonna win. Apex Legends Mobile. They did a lot of cool stuff. Locked a lot of stuff that unfortunately is blocked behind it being mobile. Diablo Immortal. I think Genshin's gonna win. I'm gonna vote for Diablo though. Excuse me. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates, patches. Dang. Destiny ignores everyone. Final Fantasy, I haven't heard much about it in the community. No Man's Sky. Does it, bro? Does it? Does it really? Fortnite and Apex. I mean, Fortnite has like Icon series emotes. They take real movies, they take real songs and dances from community, they put it in. A lot of community drawn art has been made in the skins. I gotta give that to Fortnite, bro. Fortnite does it in a very big way. Innovation in accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played. I don't know what that really means. To be enjoyed by an even wider audience. I guess that means like for newcomers, like new people who are like, for example, God of War. If God of War Ragnarok's newcomers first time into the game, how well does it transition into like a beginner perspective? Last of Us Part 1, that's very strong for that. God of War Ragnarok, I think it's pretty interesting for it to be like a first time enjoyer of the God of War series as your entry game. But keep in mind, it's for keeping it accessible to a wider audience. It's a PlayStation exclusive game, so I guess maybe that kind of takes it out. The Quarry was really cool. Very long game though. I think this did a good job of bringing back old games, and because it's an older game, but a lot of people really gravitated towards it in Last of Us Part 2, and to bring it back for Part 1, I think it did a great job. Best VR and AR. Experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. After the Fall, I never heard of that. Among Us VR, yes. Bone Lab, oh my god, talk about one of the giants in VR, one of the top 3 games. Moss Book 2, this looks cute, and Red Matter 2. Everyone was highly anticipating Among Us VR. Not a lot of people play it. Bone Lab is super realistic. They put a lot of great physics into the game, a lot of hard work. Big shout out to Bone Lab and Stress Level 0 for making it happen, bro. Best action game. Ooh, TMNT, Shredder's Revenge. Sifu was great. Bayonetta 3. I haven't played it personally. I have seen gameplay of it though. Bone Labs, you agree? Yeah, I would say so. Neon White, I haven't heard of that either. I mean, really, y'all, I would say Modern Warfare 2's story is one of the best of all of the Call of Duties, and that's big because of the old Modern Warfare's, Black Ops games. I mean, it lived up to the Modern Warfare name and surpassed it. I gotta give that to COD Modern Warfare 2, bro. I mean, it expanded upon it. Best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Have not played Plague Tale. Heard it was cool though. Stray was cool. Interesting puzzle design. Tunic was kind of cool. Horizon Forbidden West was really great for action and adventure game. But did it combine combat with traversal and puzzle solving? Traversal was debatable. Puzzle solving? Wasn't a lot of puzzle solving. It was kind of straightforward. God of War Ragnarok did great with puzzle solving. I don't know how good Plague Tale is. God of War Ragnarok. Action adventure game. With combat, which was great. Traversal, which was, pretty good. Especially with like the 9-realm tree was so cool. And the puzzle solving, y'all. God of War is known for puzzle solving. Best RPG game. Best game design with rich player character customization progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. 100% Elden Ring. Live Alive. Live Alive. Pokemon Legends Arceus was really cool just because it did it in a way that Pokemon's never done it. Never heard of Triangle Strategy. A lot of these games I've not heard of. Xenoblade was pretty cool. Pretty anticipated for the Nintendo community. Elden Ring is just on another level, y'all. Big shout out to Elden Ring. Best fighting game. Oh, DNF Duel was cool. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. I just finished the Stone Ocean on Netflix a while ago, right? When it came out a couple days ago. Beautiful. I think Stone Ocean's probably my favorite, bro. Jolene. This is cool. King of Fighters 15. I didn't even know this came out. Sifu was a cool game, but for fighting games around designed primarily around head-to-head combat. Ooh, wait. Now, I think Multiversus is the best out of all of these because, the player impact was really strong. Multiversus was really cool. I think I gotta give that to Sifu when it comes to just head-to-head combat. When it comes to, like, a combat system, Sifu. The level design matching in with it was really cool. All right, the best family game, y'all. This is gonna be interesting. I think Kirby and the Forgotten Land is really cool. Lego Star Wars. I had a lot of fun with Splatoon. Nintendo Switch Sports. I wish they would have pushed this out more into the market. I never even saw this once put out in the commercials or advertisements or anything. They didn't really push this game. I see this everywhere, and I've never seen anyone play it, but yet I see it in commercials all the time. Ooh, Kirby was a big hit for a lot of people, I heard. Splatoon was great. It brought in a lot of it, but when we're talking about family games, Lego Star Wars, 100%. It brought a lot of people into Splatoon. This is my first Splatoon game. It was a lot of fun. The community reacted in a very big way, both inside and outside of pre-existing Splatoon community. I gotta give it to Lego Star Wars though. Best sim and strategy, simulation strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Oh, this is Warhammer. Gotta give that to Warhammer. I've heard that that's pretty respected in the sim strategy, communities. I've heard that was really cool. Ooh, best sports and racing game. F1, FIFA, NBA, Gran Turismo, Ollie World. Best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. Man, dude, I kind of got to give this to FIFA. It's between FIFA and Gran Turismo for me. 2K23 was not the best, bro. It wasn't the best, especially compared to like even the past 4 years. 2020 hit, bro. 2022 was cool. 23 was alright, bro. It was alright. FIFA was great. Gran Turismo was... I gotta give this to Gran Turismo, bro. As much as I love FIFA, gotta give it to Gran Turismo. Very cool. Best multiplayer. Outstanding online multiplayer gameplay design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Bro, I think I gotta give this. Dang, Splatoon was cool. Multiverses were really cool. Modern Warfare 2. I mean, it's a Call of Duty game. Overwatch 2. Overwatch is so much fun, but a lot of the criticism from Overwatch 2 was the fact that they shut down Overwatch 1, bro. So for gameplay and design, Warzone 2 was a massive hit. Multiverses was so unique. But with these two giants, I think I'm gonna give it to Overwatch, bro. I think so. I think I do. Content creator of the year. Okay. Streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community. I have not heard of... Actually, I have heard of Carl Jacobs. I don't know who Nebelion is. I don't know who Nobrew is. I've heard of Ludwig, and I've heard of Cutie Cinderella. Positive? I've heard Ludwig is positive. We're gonna give it to Ludwig. I don't know. I don't watch these streamers, so I have no grasp of how to rate that. Best debut indie. Best debut game created by a new independent studio: Norco, Neon White, Stray, Tunic, Vampire Survivors. Tunic was a cute game, bro. It was really cool. Gotta give this to Stray, I would say. Baby Monkey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Best adaptation. Oh my god. No. This is gonna be the hardest hitting category, bro. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment media. Cyberpunk Edgerunners was huge. Cuphead Show was really popular. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, people consider it one of the best video game movies of all time. I liked Uncharted. I know a lot of people didn't, but I liked it. Good, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Arcane League of Legends. For those who don't know, I've played all of these games, right? Except Cyberpunk. I've played Cuphead. I've played Uncharted. I love Sonic. I have so many Sonic games. And this was my favorite game at one point when I was a kid. Arcane League of Legends. I play League of Legends. Or I used to, at least. I don't play it that much anymore. Arcane did a great job in getting a game that's so popular. For those who don't know, League of Legends is majority of the time the #1 most streamed game at any given point in the world. Like, you could look it up. It's so crazy. Arcane became the #1 Netflix anything, movie and show, when it came out, for a very long running time. And every time that a new season comes out, it still peaks in amazing, in popularity. They did it so great, bro. Arcane introduced so many people to the League of Legends world, and people are begging for more seasons, which it will come. It was great. One of the best shows I've seen, and the fact that it took place in a game that I already, watched about, it's so great. I've heard Cyberpunk Edgerunners is really good, but I mean, Arcane, dude. I mean, it's crazy. Most anticipated game, recognizing announcement game that has demonstrably, I didn't even know that was a word, illustrated potential for push the gaming medium forward. Have not heard much about this. Hogwarts and Resident Evil 4 are both up there. Tears of the Kingdom, they dropped one commercial and I've not heard it talked about at all. Starfield, people have been writing this game so incredibly hard, and I feel like it's gonna flop, bro. Hogwarts, give that to Hogwarts. As much as I love Resident Evil, and I'm actually really anticipating Resident Evil 4, for the community, I think people are writing for Hogwarts. Me personally, Resident Evil 4, in the big aspect, when I think about the big picture, Hogwarts. Definitely. Best esports game. Game has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, including tournaments, community support, content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. Dota 2, CSGO, I can't believe this is still up here. Valorant, Rocket League, League of Legends. League of Legends does it like no other, bro. I mean, League of Legends has been top of esports for the past decade. 10 years, bro. Some of y'all are even 10 years old. It's crazy how long they've done this, and they definitely deserve, community support in regards to a lot of stuff. They Riot Games, both League of Legends and Valorant, dude, they create problems for the community and then solve them and get praised for solving them. CSGO has been on the top for a long time too. Rocket League is cool. Does it do much for the community though? I play Rocket League ever since its release, y'all. Does it do much for League of Legends? Does CSGO do anything for the community? I know the CSGO community is strong, but in terms of like massive scale tournaments and stuff, gotta give it to League of Legends. I love Valorant, love CSGO, Rocket League's cool. I never played Dota, but I've heard it's one of the best. Gotta give it to League. Best esports athlete. Esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2022, irrespective of game. We got Chovy, Faker. Oh my god. So both of these are League of Legends players. Kerrigan is for CSGO. Simple. Oh my god. And Ye is from Valorant. I don't know if I've heard of him. He's part of Obey. Okay. Dang, Simple is crazy in the gaming world, but Faker is the god of League of Legends. He's just so cool, bro. He's so humble. He's great. He's a great player. If you guys don't know anything about League of Legends, I highly recommend just trying to watch a world tournament of League of Legends. You're gonna be confused. League of Legends players are confused watching it, bro. And Faker is known for pulling off the most crazy human feats when it comes to video games. The way that his mind works so quickly, irrespective to like hand-eye coordination and just fast, complex, tactical thinking. Faker is inhuman in that aspect, bro. He is so cool. Best esports team, recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization. Judge the most outstanding for performance and conduct. Genji, FaZe Clan. Is this 100 Thieves? I'm assuming LA Thieves and 100 Thieves are the same thing. Loud and Dark Zero. I'm sorry, y'all. It's FaZe Clan. I'm sorry. It's just FaZe, you know? Does anyone do it like FaZe? They don't. Best esports coach. Ooh, best esports coach judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct. We got Valorant, CSGO, Valorant, CSGO, League of Legends. Oh, if he's for Genji. He's the coach for FaZe. FPX. Big one. Not as sincere, never heard of him. But I'm not in the CSGO community. Loud. I mean, he brought up the Genji name. Like, they were unheard of until very recently, and it's because of Score, bro. Big shout out to him. Best esports event. Recognizing an event across single or multiple days that delivered a best of class experience for participants and the broadcast audience. Dude, the atmosphere of EVO. I would be happy if I ever got to go to an EVO tournament. League of Legends World Championship. I mean, they do like live concerts. They do AR augmentation, implementation of the audience. It's so cool how they do it. PGL. I don't know what this is for, actually. Mid-seasonal invitation. This is for... Is this also for League? And Valorant. Valorant does really cool for their stuff. They make some in-game stuff really cool. League of Legends, y'all. You see this Louis Vuitton? They had a Louis Vuitton case for the trophy, y'all. This is either League or Rocket League. I think this is League. Oh, it's got to be League of Legends, bro. The World Championship. A Louis Vuitton case brings in the trophy right before they bring in people like I forgot her name. Like Kiki Palmer, and then a couple other people, really cool artists, both in the West and in the East. A lot of big name like K-pop artists were there. A lot of rappers from our time, Duck Wrath especially, like really cool stuff. League of Legends, y'all, gotta give it to League of Legends 100%. And with that being said, y'all, we have finished our 31 categories of voting for the esports content creators, for outstanding games, for coaches, for every aspect of video games and their respective categories, y'all. This is a lot of fun to do. I was happy to bring this to y'all live. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while. We've never done this before, so I am super excited to see how this voting turns out, especially for tomorrow, right? So like I said, stay tuned for tomorrow. Subscribe, turn on post notifications if you haven't, so you know exactly when I'm going live, because I'm going to be broadcasting the entirety of the video game awards to see who wins game of the year. I'm so excited, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know this was just a little shorter of a stream, a little less under an hour, but you know, I did want to do this. You know, I was gonna make a video, but it's gonna be a long video, so I brought it to y'all in the live stream format. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new, consider subscribing, as I do post content like this daily, and you guys can catch me tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific time. I'll keep y'all posted for the video game awards, y'all. If you go to my community tab, I have an ongoing poll for what you guys think is the game of the year, as well as that's where I'm going to be posting some updates, so when I'm actually going to go live, as well as the announcement for the actual time for that. So stay tuned, y'all. Have a great day. Stay safe. Take care. Peace. Adios. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Baby Monkey, Corbin, Tim, everyone. Really appreciate it. Have a great day, y'all. And until next time, bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in.